Hey, hello there, welcome back to the big weather update today. As we have day 4 and 5, we have some severe weather possible tonight, severe possible tomorrow across the northeast. It's certainly gonna be interesting to see what's gonna be going down throughout the next couple days. Yes. However, though, something to keep in mind is that we still have the tropics. We're still going to be going over that. Actually, we'll be going over that first. We have Surigae, still a typhoon, starting to pretty much deteriorate, and then we have 95S, which is, of course, yeah, but specifically, 95S is expected to start strengthening. It's going to be probably more like a mid-tier tropical storm, maybe that's weak cyclone. It's not that weak, but it's not gonna really affect any land, and by the time it does, it's gonna be starting to weaken by then. But looking at Surigae right now, winds of 120 knots, expected to weaken to 115, 105, 90, 65, 55, and 45. It's expected to rapidly weaken as it's gonna start making an easterly turn, and really, it's all it has to know. It's not going to be really making huge passage. We're not using the cosmic cone today because, yeah, it's quite self-explanatory. However, though, we're going to be going to U.S. weather for the first time in a while. And a lot of stuff has changed. Hard freeze warnings across Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico. Freeze warnings for Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Texas, New Mexico, and then we have freeze advisories for Texas. Frost advisories. Freeze watches for Ohio, West Virginia, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Pennsylvania. In Ohio, we have winter weather advisories for Ohio, and then New York, and then also red flag warnings for New Mexico, Utah, and then Colorado and New Mexico, of course. Then we have wind advisories across Georgia. Quite an active picture shown out today. Then we'll be taking a look at surface analysis. Of course, we have a pretty strong cold front across, stretching from around New Mexico, going all the way up the coast. This is going to be supplying some very cool temperatures, bringing some pretty hefty snow late season. As right now we have some ridging as well across high pressure across, and then for Wyoming and Colorado. So apart from that, really, we're looking at the 7-day rainfall now. West Coast, several inches, not really much, but again, Louisiana, Mississippi, and then Arkansas, even stretching towards Alabama, Georgia, and then South Carolina. You could be gaining on several inches of rain, as many rounds of showers and thunderstorms are moving through, especially when you go throughout the day on Saturday, and along the coast it could be actually severe. So looking at this, 1 minute, I need to get this loaded up. However, though, looking at this, we could definitely see some rain across tomorrow, some thunderstorms, and then also across New York, some snow possible. Across Florida as well, some rain. Of course, that stationary boundary is going to finally start lifting off to the north and east. And of course, pretty strong cold front still present with a pretty strong high. However, though, moving on to the next day, and definitely see pretty Texas, Oklahoma could be getting themselves up on some thunderstorms. And across Arizona also, maybe a small area of California, which of course things will be quieting down somewhat. And then so of course this is on the 23rd. Now we're moving on to the 24th. Of course, we have a very large area of showers and thunderstorms stretching from Missouri all the way to Texas, Louisiana, especially when you get across from Texas and Oklahoma. These thunderstorms could be severe. We have a 15% in place. We'll be definitely going on to that as well. This is definitely be setting the stage up for around maybe some heavy rainfall is also possible. And then also when you get to Saturday, this cold front's gonna be moving through Louisiana and stretching all the way to South Carolina. You could be seeing some thunderstorms again. These could be possibly strong to severe. There's also a 15%. We'll be going through that later. As this is certainly something to watch going into the next several days before. And then system starts to pull out towards the northeast. Definitely see some pretty hefty low. Maybe some strong wind gusts could be felt across the east coast maybe. And we have another wave coming off of the west coast, and this could bring us something significant. Very far out though. Right now it's gonna be main highlight probably for next week. Again, the East Coast system is gonna be pulling out 996 millibars. And now you see system now pulling in around the Rocky Mountains, large warm front, as it's gonna be supplying some very warm air. Very warm air. Temperatures are going to be definitely way above average moving into the next couple of days. And then, again, thunderstorm possible for Texas, and then also Oklahoma, maybe Louisiana. These, right now, saying they will be stronger and severe than not is speculation right now. It's too far out to really know. However, though, next thing we'll be going over is actually the CBC outlook for the next 6 to 14 days, so we'll take it right there, which could have a pretty big outcome on what could be happening 8 to 14 days out. Well, anyways, we'll be going through the next 6 to 10 days. You can definitely see across a very large portion of the country, you can definitely see above average temperatures, especially across Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas, and across the west coast. Colder than average temperatures, warmer than average temperatures, and then also across definitely see across Midwest, Dixie Alley, and then 20 is gonna be looking rather dry it seems. However, though, looking at the next 8 to 14 days, you can definitely see as well. West Coast is gonna be warmer, East Coast also warmer, Central is gonna be more neutral or below average. However, though, East Coast is looking to be above average. West Coast is going to be more of a above average, below average. And then you're looking at Dixie Alley, and that's 40% chance of above average precipitation. That's definitely not good at all, as that could supply something. Looking at this though, marginal risk throughout tonight. We could be seeing maybe some isolated wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. Nothing too much anyways, but again, it's looking tonight's gonna be more isolated, and if there will be anything, it's not really a guarantee. And we're seeing tomorrow we have a marginal across North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, and also Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey. Definitely see 5% wind as well. That's when that system's been pulling out to the northeast. And instability might be enough to have a pretty decent score line for some damaging wind gusts. And day 3 has nothing. And looking at day 4, we have 15% across from Louisiana, Mississippi, and also for Texas and Mexico. Oklahoma, I mean. So, it's gonna be more damaging winds, large hail. So, it's gonna be, if there's gonna be some strong shear helicity, could be seeing some supercells actually. However, though, day 5, we have as well Louisiana, then also for Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, then Florida as well. So we also have 15% seeing how significant that will be is right now up in the air. Who knows what could happen, really. Apart from that, it's really it for today's video. I hope you enjoy. And really though, so a lot going on, and an active severe weather pattern is likely to be underway going throughout the end of the month. So it's weather aware. That's really it for today's video. Hope you enjoy, and goodbye.